stacked up right on top of each other, just like so. You can follow right along. I actually off camera had drawn already the shape with some circles so that they could all be the same size. Next is what, in my opinion, like the most fun part of the whole process is thinking of all the little, oh, there's Ollie. She's always coming in the video. So for our smallest bird, we're gonna do a scarf. And I'm not sure what the color palette's gonna be quite yet. In fact, I don't think I end up with a color palette at all. I think I just do kind of whatever colors I feel like, really. So Tiffany's always in the way. She's having a hard time right now. She's really needing a lot of attention lately. It's unbelievable, really. Screaming for attention, you could say. But we're gonna add a candy cane there in the second bird. There she is again. See, she's sitting on the paper. She can't help herself. Add the candy cane to the second bird. Then, some earmuffs. I forgot I did that. That's adorable. I've been into drawing the earmuffs lately for no freaking reason at all. Just been drawing the earmuffs a lot. But they turned out really cute. It was actually another bird. It was actually another bird drawing too that I did the earmuffs. This one's going to be holding a little bell. I couldn't decide if I was going to do a bell or an ornament, but I went in and just drew the bell because it was the first thing I had thought of. I didn't want to second guess it. I really went back and forth about what to put on this third bird because I did not want to put a Santa hat. I don't want it to be Santa because I really didn't want it to be Christmas. I really wanted it to be more winter. I know there's a candy cane, but other than that, there's really no Christmas. You know what I mean? It's just winter stuff. And so I go back and forth on this hat. So you'll see I come back to it again. And then I didn't really know what to do at the bottom. So we gave them some classic winter boots, the classic Uggs, the classic basic white girl, no shape boots all over. They still seem to be popular for some reason. Maybe they're coming back in style because of the Y2K era, coming back in style. I don't know, but I have a lot of feelings about it, especially boat shoes. See, here I go fixing the hat again. With boat shoes. Boat shoes are coming back in style. And I have a lot of feelings about that. I tell you what, I have the TV muted, but I still skip that commercial because we don't support big TV. Not in this not in this household. There's no reason to even pretend to watch a commercial. I don't want to give them the satisfaction. I don't know what. Tell me in the comments what that says about me. I don't know. I'm sure it's not good. Whatever it is. Alright, it's time to add some color to this thing. So I'm going with, I've been thinking so much about this monochromatic thing that I got coming up that I'm gonna do all the birds in different shades of blue. So first one is kind of this, I consider it almost a denim blue, but it could be, I don't know, it's not really sky blue, it's denim blue, whatever. And then I fixed the hat again because I really, like I said, really was satisfied with the hat until I figured, like, you can just do a hat that's not red. Anyway, so I think this one, I consider this like a sky blue, probably. A sky blue, probably. And it turned out really good. And this one was a little bit darker. I don't know what you would call it. Maybe ocean blue. Maybe blueberry. Bluebird. It's very pretty. I really like it. I actually thought it was going to be darker than it turned out. So, it turned out super beautiful. All three of them look really, really great together. And I went in right after that with the yellow for the beaks, and I regret that immediately because yellow next to the blue makes it look green, and so it doesn't look that way nearly as bad as it did in person. But Chi-Chi, he's always coming in. He's so freaking cute. He had to come in and say hello. We got to see all kinds of the cats today. We saw Chi-Chi, we saw Ollie, we saw Tiffy. Let's see who else is going to show up in our video. We're about halfway through. Paint some of the red. I was like, I don't want to do red, so I picked like a rose pink. Like the closest thing to a red pink that I could. I think it turned out cute. It looked fine, but it's just funny. I like the way pinks look with blue. So I painted the little bow on the bell. Pink too. Holly is green. What color should we paint the hat? Yeah, you guessed it, purple. No, it's a rosy, it's a purpley pink. It ended up not really looking like Santa's hat, but almost like Santa's hat. But no one really knows. So now we're going to work on shadows. Immediately put down too much color. So that's going to set our tone for the rest of the painting. Heavy shadows, which I'm fine with because I quite like a heavy shadow. It's kind of funny watching this back and looking at how the painting looks from this point of view. I accidentally filmed it in cinematic mode on my iPhone, and so it's strange looking. Kind of. I feel like it's almost better quality, but at the same time it's worse. But what can you do? I don't know. The shadows are always my favorite part. They bring so much life. There's Baby. We only got one more left. We got Mally's got to join us. And we've got 5 out of 5 today. So if your bingo card had this order, let me know if you got bingo down in the comments. If you got the cats that you guessed that would be in the video. We're going to go through with our second coat of blue for the birdies because they need some more paint to give them some depth. Every time she drinks that water, she flicks it everywhere. Literally, she's ruined multiple paintings just drinking the water and flicking it onto the painting while it was just sitting on the desk. I love her to death, but that's a bad habit. She likes to lay down when she drinks her water too. She likes to she's a princess. I mean, maybe it's a black cat thing because Chi-Chi is also very super duper protective over his water for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but I'm just going over the legs again. We're almost done with the painting. There's really not that much left. I forget a second coat here at the boots, but I forget to do any of the shadow on the ground. There's Tiffany in the way. God love her. She's doing the best that she can. So here we're gonna go ahead and cut right to where we're putting the shadow down for the birdies. We're trying to let it dry, and I looked down and just felt incomplete. This is why, because we needed our shadow. Looks fantastic. And then a little bit of detail, and then all of a sudden it will magically be dry. And we're going to use our pen to get it going. So it was a little damp still on that big bird, so I had to do it last. It worked out fine. Sometimes, I'm not patient enough and it ends up bleeding, but it worked out great today. The pen it adds so much. I get to add so much detail. It's like the most fun part for me is doing the pen. I don't know what my art would be like without the pens. Without the pen. It adds all that texture. I think that's why I like adding the, here you see I gotta go back in and add a little shadow. And I said in the original audio, I was like, this is why I love using the Sharpie pen, and it's true, because if you're just adding a little bit of watercolor right on top, it dries so fast that it doesn't smear, like it doesn't bleed like a ballpoint pen would, or like a gel pen would. And so I love that, and that's why it's my favorite pen to use in these kinds of things. Plus, it's just sharp. It's just sharp black. It's got a good, crisp, clean line. It works great. Right on top. See, it was a little wet, so I had to, but it worked out fine. We are almost done. Remember to subscribe. Remember to leave me suggestions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you feel well rested. And let's take a look. Here's our final piece. I would love to see yours if you made one also. Please show me, tag me, especially on TikTok.